guys, welcome back. Whew, today I got a lot of things to go over, a lot of information. Keep in mind, I'm probably going to read off my notebook because there was so much, and I just want to show you everything I do for every video I make, that I look up everything. So I've got this little notebook, and I just make notes. Like, I don't know if y'all can see or not, but I go and make notes over everything so that you guys can have all or most of the information that I give you, so you don't have to go look it up unless you want to and you want to look more. I can't give you everything because a lot of it is so detailed and it's just amazing. Well, what I found out is I love doing that. I love researching it, and I love sharing. I love teaching. That has become my favorite, my passion, especially when it comes to skin. It used to be the artistry aspect of it. I've grown up from that since then. I just don't know what my hair. I do this every time. Guys, I'm getting old. Alright, so let's get started. If you're new here, my name is Jennifer. Welcome to my channel. I love everything skincare. I love makeup. I like putting it on, except for today. Today I did not enjoy putting on my makeup because I've got allergies so bad. My eyes sting, nothing wants to stick. I mean, the past week has been terrible. I don't know what it is out there, but it's driving me nuts. So, let's just go ahead and get started. I actually am going to go backwards from what I had. So, we're going to talk about vitamin C. Vitamin C is very good for the skin. It brightens, it helps with fine lines. This is from CeraVe. It is 10% pure vitamin C. There are a lot of different brands of vitamin C, but I like CeraVe's because it is like dermatologists actually help create this instead of just approve it. So it's got 10%. This is great for vitamin C. This is great for sensitive skin. However, that is still really like a sensitive product for me, vitamin C. I don't get near as many breakouts, but I do get bumps from the reaction for it. So if you find yourself to be one of those that zero vitamin C's work for you, niacinamide is a great alternative. It basically does the same thing. So with that, it's going to brighten the skin. It's got antioxidants to help protect from the external environment. 10% with L-ascorbic acid. Also ceramides and hyaluronic acid in this one. It restores skin's protective barrier. Good for sensitive skin, that I can tell you, because it wasn't too rough on my skin. And if you've never used vitamin C and you're unsure, this one is a great place to start. This runs between $17 to $23 depending on where you get it from. And so that is it for vitamin C. I've wanted to love vitamin C, but I just can't seem to find one. So I do niacinamide in the morning, but I still want to love it. And the dermatologists keep telling me, keep going for it 2 or 3 months. So, but right now my skin is very happy. I do love CeraVe products. Most of all this stuff is CeraVe. Anyway, so this is not skincare, but this is makeup rather. This is the new Lifter Gloss from Maybelline. It is $7. It is the absolute spot on dupe for the Fenty lip glosses. They have hyaluronic acid in them, and when you reach my age, hyaluronic acid is your best friend. Now, keep in mind, guys, hyaluronic acid is not an actual... It's temporary. It's not permanent. It's a plumper for your skin, so you definitely want to follow with your moisturizer. This is not a one and done thing. This is something you're going to have to do forever, but I love it because it pulls the moisture and binds it to it. So it's not an actual hydrating product. It's more of a plumper. So just keep in mind. But this has it for the lips. It's not quite as soft as the the Fenty lip glosses, but they're really super close. So they do it, the colors, they did a really good job at duping their colors as well, and they have a lot of shade range. I want to say there's 7 or 8 different shades. $7, you can't miss. This is probably the best gloss on the market. And I'm gonna put all the products that I use today down below with the price tag on them so that you will know. You can probably Google around and search it, and you'll probably find something different, and that's okay. Just roughly, I just know what I paid. So anyway, let's move on. We're going to talk about sunscreens, because that is probably one of the most important things you need to put on your skin every day, because nothing is going to age you faster than the sun. No offense to anyone that loves the sun, but I hate the sun. It's not my friend. I enjoy my pasty white skin. I'd rather get my color from a powder. So I avoid going out there unless my dog really has to, you know, because sometimes he just wants to go sunbathe, and but you still need to put it on. You also need to wear it indoors, because your windows don't protect you from the UVA, UVB rays. Nor do they protect you from the light. So wear your sunscreen inside. Now, when we're talking about sunscreens, you do want to find a tinted sunscreen, because the tint in it actually protects you from the light. So like, if say you have hyperpigmentation from something, sun damage or melasma, whatever, light can actually make that worse. So you definitely want to put on a tint. That's why they've been recommending tint. I didn't know that till the other day, and I was like, oh, that's smart. I didn't know. So I have used the CeraVe SPF 30 hydrating sunscreen tinted. I love this for a while. I do love it. I love it on my days off. It's just so transferable that when I work, I wouldn't wear it, because I hate cleaning my mask like that. I have 2 masks, and I clean them about every other day, but I don't want to clean it every day. So that's that. So I also have the First Aid Beauty mineral tinted sunscreen. That's the one I go for on the days I work, because it's just very light. You do want to make sure that you put plenty on, that you get plenty of coverage. Now we're going to talk about the difference between the mineral and the chemical. The mineral it sits on top of the skin and acts as a blocking by deflecting and scattering the UVA, UVB rays, because it's a skin level. It blocks both rays. It also is immediate. Like, you can put it on and step outside immediately and go. You got to reapply it every 2 hours. It's effective as soon as you apply it. It will not clog your pores, and make sure you apply it liberally, which I just said. Anyway, so this is a good one. So make sure and what I was reading on there was you don't want the powder one either, because that sunscreen can get in your, even though it seems like it's a great idea to reapply, but that stuff, like breathing it in, is not good for you. So, and the chemical, let's go over chemical. It's absorbed into the skin and sits deep in the layers. They absorb the UV rays and turn that into heat and release from the skin. It may not protect all rays. Wait 20 minutes before you go outside. It is not good for sensitive skin. Frequent application, it will clog your pores. It is made from oxybenzene, avobenzene, I can't say these, or a combination of both. The mineral is titanium dioxide and zinc oxide. Honestly, if after learning all of this, what I would suggest is definitely for sure a mineral sunscreen. I wouldn't fool with the chemical, because there's no 100%, you're not 100% confident you're going to be blocking anything. So, and that is it. If you have any questions on sunscreen, please leave them down below, because it's very important. You definitely want to keep your skin looking young. I feel like I think I put too much concealer on. I normally don't put this much on, but I can see like concealer highlights all my wrinkles. I hate it. So you can see all my little fine lines. You can tell my age with this makeup. I also applied it with the This is the next thing I want to go over, the Clarisonic makeup brush. You know, Clarisonic went out of business, and so I was like, oh, when I went to go buy brush heads, they only have the gentle eye massager left, and I'll show that for you. These little balls, they keep it cold, and it helps drain your lymphatic areas here so that you don't have a lot of puffiness. I have loved this thing. I don't use the brush heads anymore to clean my face because, well, they're out of business. So I've been trying different cleansing tools, and I'll do that in another video to let you know what I find out. But when I bought this, it had a free gift, and the makeup brush was the free gift. I didn't really think I was getting it because it said it was out of stock. So I tried it twice, and I 90% liked it. And then I tried it today, and I'm like, no, I don't think I'll keep using it. The bristles are not soft. They're different levels, which that doesn't really, I can kind of understand why it's that. But it is really good at keeping the foundation on top of the skin. So if you can find either one of those two things, go for it. I don't know about the brush so much. I did have to go over it a couple times because it did kind of streak in certain places. So I don't know that I'll keep using it. But if you can find the eye massager, great. I'm not really going to push that because they're not in business anymore unless someone comes up with some dupes for that. So we are going to move on. We're going to talk about face washes. Oh, along with that free gift came a milky face wash, and I used it twice. Boom, cleared up my skin. So I think my skin had probably been a little more dehydrated than I actually thought. It didn't feel like it, but this one it cleared up. I have not had so much as a problem since I started using it. So I went online and I started looking for different cleansers because eventually I'm going to run out of that one and they don't make it anymore. So I asked the derm store actually. I asked them what their recommendations are, and this is one of them. This is from Holifrog. Now, if you go on their website, they specialize in washes, and they don't have so many serums or toners. I think they have one serum. It's not a huge line, but it's a good line. This is the Tashamoo Waterlily Nourishing Milky Wash. I've been using this for a week now, and I love it. You don't get a super foam on it or anything like that, but I don't need it. So I have loved it. And a little bit about that, it does run $38. For me, if it works, great. It's great for if you need a little TLC and you have allergies like I do. I've got some skin allergies right now. It's pH balanced. It removes oil debris while maintaining your balance, which is the most important thing. It has a blend of 14 amino acids to repair waterlily root and lotus flower to keep the skin moist by maximizing the water storage capabilities. It has blue-green algae, A, C, and E to provide protection for the skin. It does attract moisture to the skin and holds onto it. It has apricot kernel and vitamin E for the calming effect, and yeah, for the calming effect. I cannot read the rest of my writing because I ran out of room. Anyway, I love this. If you really need a good wash and you don't mind spending some money, but you just need it to work, go check out the Holifrog. It's amazing. I love it. And it came pretty quick too. So next we're going to talk about is the CeraVe Moisture. I use this is the lotion. I use it during the day, and they have a heavier one, and I use it at night. This has all 3 important ceramides in it, and it also has hyaluronic acid, which everyone needs, I feel like, in my opinion. It's lightweight with ceramides, hyaluronic acid. Ceramides provide optimal barrier function, and it helps retain your moisture in your skin. If you wash your face with hot water, that's going to strip your barrier. So this stuff first of all, do it warm or cold when you wash your face. I know that's weird, but it won't damage your skin as much. But this does help repair the barrier for you. Both of them. And I have loved the heavy one. I use the heavy one at night because I do retinols. And They do have cleansers. I haven't tried the hydrating one yet. I tried the normal one for normal to oily skin because sometimes I get oily in my T-zone, but that it kind of was doing too much. Like, I don't feel like it was, something wasn't quite right, but I wasn't like breaking out hardcore. Actually, I kind of was. I'd get a little breakout. It wasn't keeping it clear enough, but maybe it wasn't hydrating enough for me. I'm not really sure. So I moved on to the Holifrog, but guys, go check out their cleansers. The moisturizers, the daily lotion is about $9. The cream itself is $18 to $20 depending on when you where you buy it, because every store has their own price. The foaming face wash is $15. You get a lot in there. It's like a huge bottle. The face washes also have niacinamide and hyaluronic acid in them with the ceramides as well. So they're all about replacing that barrier so you don't keep stripping it. I have not done this in 3 days and I can tell in my skin. This is the Jack Black Power Peel. These are little peel pads. I do them every other day. I need peeling. Not scrubbing, peel. I like the acid peels. This has a UGL complex, exfoliates and evens skin, and it lightens dark spots and helps skin look firmer. Glucosamine, HCI, algae extracts, and yeast extracts are what's in these. So it's not, I'm sorry. Stop. I hate when he goes through those. And people are so loud. They don't care. They just don't care in here. Anyway, so I believe what I had talked about were the glucosamine, HCI, algae extract, and yeast extract. There's nothing too harsh in here. And they have a little bit of textures, which are really on the little pads themselves, which are amazing at helping exfoliate. So I don't do scrubs anymore, like the physical scrubs. I don't do those anymore. I've also read that you've got to be careful with those because they do tend to tear the skin as well. And I do know that for a fact because I went too hard on some of my things. I have busted blood vessels in my skin from the scrubs. I don't believe it was from the Clarisonic brush because they say that too, but I believe it was from me going too hard on scrubs. So just be very careful if you're using a scrub, and don't use Say Knives because that's like the worst scrub there is. Ugh. Anyway, let's move on to the eye cream. This is my Alastin Eye Cream. This was $85. Again, I'm gonna pump up Afterpay as much as I can, because it is an excellent way to get the things you need that are too expensive, and you just pay it out over in like four different like paychecks. So I usually pay about $10 to $20 for my stuff. So that's how I got this. I loved it. It really plumped up the eye area. It filled it in. I have not been using it all week because whatever is going on in the allergies has my eyes so sensitive that I can't use anything but Vaseline right now. So, but before that, I had no problems with this. This is the, it's got the Trihex technology. It reduces puffiness, darkness, and fine lines. And it's just Trihex is basically a proprietary blend of peptides, which those are very, very good for the eye area. So this is something I would definitely do again, but I need to take an allergy pill regularly because whatever is blowing around in the wind is really hurting my eyes. Like, I struggle to get my makeup on today. So I'm sorry about the eyeliner because it's all sorts of off. Alright, so next let's just cover some retinols. The first one I started off with was the Resurfacing Retinol from CeraVe. This is actually $17 to $20 depending on where you buy it. It is encapsulated retinol with 3 essential ceramides, licorice root extract, barrier around the retinol to increase its stability. When they mean by stability is that outside little attackers can't break it down very easily, so it's stable. Vitamin C is like that too. The CeraVe is very stable, or there's others out there that are more stable, but anyway, but that's what that means, is like your outside effectors can't break it down so fast. And its effectiveness to not decrease by, which I just said. This is basically a vitamin A derivative, and it helps resurface the skin. It works on fine lines. It helps keeps your pore clears. It is probably single-handedly, along with vitamin C, is probably the best anti-aging tools you can have. Now, if you've never used it before, you can Google or you can YouTube different how to start retinol. They have different ways you can, but when I did it, I did one every night. I did it every night. I think I got red the first night and a little dry the first night, but after that, my skin just drank it up like water. My skin loves vitamin A. But if you're just starting, this one is what I totally recommend you starting out with. It's the most amazing. Oh, I love retinol. It will be your best friend. It also helps keep those breakouts away. However, I felt like the CeraVe was not enough. So then I went, the dermatologist also recommended over the counter the Differin Gel. This is a prescription strength. This is the only one they allow over the counter. This is a little gel. This one was like 13 bucks. They have another one that's much larger for like $28. My skin, this has done so amazing for my skin. I absolutely love it. And it is adapalene vitamin A derivative, prescription grade retinoid over the counter. It's $13 to $29, whatever you decide to do. But again, if you've never used it, start off with the CeraVe. I probably won't buy retinol like from a high-end place anymore after this. This does so well for me. And if you've got acne, it's really gonna help you with your acne. Differin and CeraVe are two of the top drugstore items. If you have to do anything drugstore, either one of those two brands will work the best. We've already talked about the Tinted Sunscreen, and I think that was just about it. That's all I had. That was a lot. I packed in a lot. So you guys, I do have some, I just posted on Facebook about a new challenge I'm doing. I'm very nervous and scared about this. I've never done it because I'm not a very good salesperson, like pushing people. I feel like I push people, and I don't want people to feel like I'm pushed. But I'm about to start selling Lime Life makeup just because I really need to have one constant love in my life, and that would be skincare and makeup. So I posted about it on my Facebook, so I hope you guys carry on with me into that little journey, and I hope you guys absolutely trust me and when I give you honest reviews and opinions on products, because I always will. That's what I pride myself on, is telling y'all the truth, what works, what doesn't work, you know, or how to make it work. So you guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much for continuing to watch my videos. I don't know what happened. I have like no views anymore, and I'm kind of okay with that because I'm trying to find a different route to, I won't be so disappointed. So like I said, I don't really know what happened. Just since COVID came in, like my views just dropped to nothing. So I don't know if I got shadow banned or just I'm like no one in the YouTube world, and that's just what happened. So if you do have any questions on anything, please leave them in the comments below, message me, whatever you need. I'll go over it more with you. I'm trying not to take up so much time on here, but that was a lot to cover. I had a lot of good successes. My skin is very, very happy right now. So, and it is a sensitive skin. So that being said, I want to thank you guys for watching. If you are subscribed, please ring your bell to get your notifications. If you are not, please do so. I would absolutely love to have you. Yeah, that's it. And if you have anything you want to learn from me, or anything you want me to show you, do, investigate for you, please let me know in the comments below. And I'm gonna get off here and let y'all get back to your day, and I will see you guys in my next video.